Jessica wanted nothing more in her life than to be a mother. And after many attempts and multiple complications, she finally got pregnant and gave birth to her miracle child. She was overjoyed, but that joy turned to concern when Jessica's daughter was just a few weeks old. After multiple trips to different doctors, Jessica says that her daughter had 2 skull fractures caused by traumatic head injury. And she was arrested and charged with an injury of a vulnerable person. But her sister Brittany says she does not believe Jessica is capable of hurting her miracle baby.
Jessica's always wanted to be a mom. It's been very difficult for Jessica to have a child. She's had a lot of miscarriages. So when she finally had my niece, it was a miracle. She was so excited. She was everything that my sister asked for. Well, when my niece was 2 weeks old, she was found with 2 skull fractures. And they're blaming my sister. They have arrested my sister at one point of time for the injuries. She's been charged with child neglect and child abuse. CPS took custody over my niece when she was 5 weeks old, and my sister haven't seen her ever since. Jessica has been heartbroken. Her life has been destroyed. That's the only thing that she has ever wanted. She would never harm her own child. That she always asks for, through the pain, through the C-section, through the dizziness, everything. She would never hurt her own child.
Becoming a mother was all I ever wanted to do. All I wanted was someone to look up to me as a role model and to have that love and joy for having a child. I had 6 miscarriages, and it took me 29 years to actually have my own child.
And how did you feel when you finally did become pregnant?
I didn't get too excited at first because of all the miscarriages that I had in the first place. But once I finally got to that 2nd trimester and just going to doctor's appointments and actually being able to hear her heartbeat, hearing, just seeing her on the monitors and feeling her inside moving. So I started to become so overjoyed to where I just got so excited. I just started doing everything right away as to being the best mother that I could possibly become.
What happened? You took your daughter, about the day you took your daughter to the hospital for the first time.
Well, I was outside with one of my siblings, a younger sibling, on the playground, and my neighbor called me. She was like, "Jessica, your baby's crying, so get in the house and check on her." And when I got in the house, she was crying, and my ex was holding her, and he was like, "She's hungry." So I took her and I fed her and put her to sleep. I woke her 3 hours later to feed her again, and I noticed she had some redness like in the middle of her head, and it was swelling. So I took her to my sister and I was like, "Do you see anything wrong with her?" She was like, "Yeah." So we called the ambulance, and we got to the ambulance. We went to the hospital and they did tests, and it came back that she had fluids on her brain. That's where they did more testing, and they found out that she had 2 skull fractures.
And how old is your baby at this point?
She was 4 weeks old when she got admitted into the hospital.
Okay. 2 skull fractures on a baby that's 4 weeks old?
Yes.
What went through your mind when you're told that?
The only thing that went through my mind is like, at this point, I'm going crazy. I don't know what happens to my child. And me as her mother, I felt I should have known, but I didn't know.
You have no idea how the fractures happened?
I have no idea. Whatever happened, it has to be a blunt force trauma because of the way. So
somebody did this to her?
Yes, somebody did it, but what happened, I don't know.
And because of these injuries, you were then subsequently arrested, right?
Yes. When CPS got in contact with me, they was like, "We're going to have a detective to come out and question you." And when the detectives came out and questioned me, I was arrested after they got done questioning for abuse and neglect.
And how long were you in jail for?
I was in jail for a month and a week.
A month and a week.
Yes.
And what were you charged with?
Abuse and neglect.
Abuse and neglect of a baby. While you were in jail, was anybody telling you the condition of your daughter, where she was?
No.
Nobody. So you had no idea.
No,
So you're still facing charges.
I am. I'm on pending charges. She's in state custody.
State custody. When's the last time you saw your daughter?
I haven't seen her since I left the hospital before court, and that was 7 months ago.
It's got to be tough. This is your miracle baby. You haven't seen your baby in 7 months.
It is very tough. When we went to court, they gave me a no contact order, so my family hasn't even seen her.
So nobody in your family gets to see her either. Is there a chance that you will get to see your daughter again someday?
Hopefully. That's why I'm here, to clear my name, so I can get back.
You never witnessed anybody injure your child.
No, I have not.
You did not injure your child.
No, Steve, I have not.
Do you know if your daughter is okay now? How's she doing?
Well, Steve, she's having so many complications from this. She's actually on a feeding tube that may be permanent. She has over 100 seizures a day.
And she's obviously in a medical facility with this?
She's in a foster home, and her foster mother is actually a nurse.
Okay.
Jessica, I know you didn't hurt your child, and I'm here for support. And I love you. She's been trying for over 29 years, and when she finally get 29 years, she have to worry about if she gonna go full term. So when she got to the second trimester, she started to tell people, and of course we were happy. But
Did you get to see her being a mother for the time she had the baby?
Yes, I did. She was very happy. You know, she was very emotional. At the second trimester, she even started to buy clothes. She has everything personalized, from the bibs to the socks to the onesies. It's everything, shoes, everything with her name on it.
So no chance that your sister did this?
No.
All right. Well, she came here today. She took a lie detector test, and we're going to find out. I'm going to assume you pass. But unfortunately, if you pass, somebody did something to your child.
Yes.
Two things. If you didn't do it, I hope you don't go to jail, and I hope that your daughter recovers somehow from these injuries. You came here, you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you cause any of your baby's skull fractures? You answered no. Did you ever hit or strike your baby? You answered no. Did you ever witness your ex striking or hitting your baby? You answered no. The results came back all the same to each question, and they came back that Jessica told the truth. Before you came to the show, were people treating you like maybe you did do this?
They're even talking about giving her up for adoption. I cannot get her back, all because of this. And it hurts me.
How does it make you feel that you came here and you passed this test?
I feel so good, Steve. I just want my baby back. That's all I want. And I want the person that did this brought to justice.
Well, that's hopefully what comes out of this show, is that hopefully whoever is investigating this crime, they can take the light off you and shine it on somebody else and trying to find out who did this. I wish you all the luck in the world. And again, I do hope that you get your child back, and I hope she makes a recovery.
Thank you.